That was a hard-fought win. I thought two teams played hard, and they're a young team that's trying to move in the right direction. And I thought the second period was, we had to kill a lot of penalties, and there was things that we had to do out there, and I thought we did a pretty good job, but it took away from the flow of the game in the 5-on-5. I do think that we came out in the third period and started to press again, started to push, and that was, for me, that was a real good sign after the second, not going the way we want, not playing as much 5-on-5 as we wanted. So obviously some big things out there. The kill 5-on-3, the penalty shot save were really important inside the game, and just it was a pretty gutsy effort.
Do you get momentum from killing that 5-on-3, Peter?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's no question that a penalty kill or a power play can infuse life into a player, a team, a building, a period. There's no question that people doing the right things and blocking shots, whether it be penalty kill or power play, I do think that it can create a buzz. And so there's nothing that goes up on the scoreboard from a 5-on-3 kill, but I do think that everybody else feeds off of that.
You're not generating as much 5-on-5 as you'd like. Are you pleased to see the patience with the system to not cheat or anything like that?
I thought it was a lot better from a 5-on-5 standpoint. I thought it was tighter. There was a couple things that we'll talk about where we got caught, and I had to take some penalties. I didn't, that was not good, but there wasn't, from a 5-on-5 standpoint, there wasn't an abundant amount of opportunities coming, and I do think we stayed patient, and then, like I said, in the third period, I thought we started to press and own the offensive zone more and more, and even when you're winding the game down from 5 minutes under and you've got a lead, just killing the clock down in the offensive zone is better than going back and just playing in your end. So I thought the press in the last 5 minutes when they're trying to get the goaltender out was good as well. So to me, the third period had more of a press, and it wasn't, to answer your question too, like it would be great if every game you could get 50 shots and 100 attempts, but sometimes you got to play the game that's dealt. And they're, like I said, they were competitive tonight. It was a competitive game.
Peter, you coached some good goalies, but having Igor, the calmness he shows in that penalty shot situation, how much of a lift is that for the team?
Yeah, well, everybody. So for me, that pumps it into the building too. If you think about it, right? The save, and it pumps the building up, and if it goes the other way, then everybody, you've got to go back to work, and the game's now back to even. You got to find a way, and so there's a chance for a team to catch momentum off of that one way or the other, and so you're absolutely right about that.
What did you notice on the bench after he made that stop, just with how the team was?
Yeah, there was definitely juice. I mean, I think everybody understood the situation. That was a big moment in the game, and you need a save, and he certainly gave us one.
When you see Ryan Lindgren in the middle of it from beginning to end and even after the end, are you holding your breath at all, or you just recognize this is how he plays?
I think he was good to play tonight. He's cleared, but certainly he's coming off of something where he is dealing with something. But I thought he was in the mix all night. I mean, he's a competitive guy, and you're right. He played the full 61 minutes tonight.
Peter, are you learning anything about Chris Kreider? He scored a lot of goals his whole career, especially the last couple of years, but first few games, special teams, he had a big effect. Tonight it looked like early, before the penalties started racking up, that line was going a little
really good. So to me, it's been a really good line, a positive line. And to answer your question specifically about Kreider, I do agree with you. He's a noticeable, impactful player for us.
That's what Mika was saying, like, we're getting it. Do you get that sense through 3 games that, what you went through in training camp in the preseason, it's starting to...
I think it's a long road. And, we don't have to be perfect tonight. We want to win the game. But we don't have to be perfect or perfectly ready tonight. And I think that there is a lot of things that have gone on through training camp, the exhibition games at the start of the season, and it is getting better and better to where we were in Game 3 of the exhibition season, or when we're bumping into each other in practice, trying to figure out how we're going to move as a group. And so I do see more continuity and more fluidness to our game. But there's still things there, and we'll just continue to teach. The players they're on board, they're trying to understand it and get it, And like I said, the opponent and the game plays into it sometimes. Sometimes the game just moves so easy out there and you feel like you can do anything. And then other games you feel like you got to fight for everything. And tonight it felt more like you had to find your space. You really had to compete for your ice, compete for pucks. But what I liked, doesn't somebody mention, sorry if I can't remember, is that we didn't get frustrated by it. We didn't try to overpress. We didn't try to like go outside of our shoes. And we just kept playing the game, and eventually, we're able to get to the right side of it.
This win a little extra special for you in your home opener as coach?
Absolutely. I said it this morning. It's the New York Rangers. It's New York City. It's just a tremendous franchise in all of sports, and to be here in front of the New York fan base is incredible for all of us. Guys, we're really juiced up and ready to play, and it's exciting when you get to come into this building.
Back to what you were saying before, even if it's not a pretty perfect game, you win 2-1, low scoring, 1-goal game.
Yep.
Does it almost boost confidence a little bit more knowing that you find a way to pull it out as opposed to playing that perfect 16-minute game?
I think I think that you're going to have to figure out how to win a lot of different ways, and so tonight was for me was a good test. And like I said, coming off the second period and not having losing sync on the bench and losing sync with the specialty teams and the 5-on-3s and not being able to press, you're in your zone and you're taking a lot, and so to be able to turn it and switch it in the third period, to go out there and then get it and put the kill in the third period, to me that's a positive sign. And like I said, every game's played different. This is the way it was played tonight. I was proud of our guys and the way we went out and took charge in the third.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.